we may busy small with the anniversary and all that stuff there, my birthday and work and all that stuff there. So, but we don't come back. Never mind. Me co-host narration not there with you today, but the monitor himself busy small, but they are back with we. We don't they are back live and direct. We want for tell all thank you. We una the list to win a social media, una the contribute, please. Una share this live, please. Una share the live. You say any society right now, where you watch this program. If I the first in this, you tune or you log into this program. When I the program this way, we're not the fear for talk anything. We're very, very blunt. We'll talk. I will go direct to the points. We're not the spear, no soul at this particular platform. And today I get the giants them of social media. We get giants them, the master sabi. Like you say, the master sabi people, the way sabi talk about we country. People that we know about we country. People that we able to sensitize you about what's in the gun of our country. People that we don't microscope the future of Sierra Leone. I guess then also today we can talk about we country. So please, welcome. Una share the live. Please, share the live. Share the live at the first and this way to join me. Mina Egatin Shaba and Famulam. I want for make una stay with me, una continue for share the live. I get two giants with me. Well, I will bring me two guests them, me three guests that I get with me today. I get Mr. Boy Jamboya, we the hardcore at the media. The hardcore at the media. He always do with you at this platform. We himself na man we so much about we country, so much about Sierra Leone politics. Welcome, Mr. Jallo Jamboya.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Wambulem, good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you day. As I've been saying to you backstage, I got in. Some of we don't be fed up with Salon. And some of us are going to keep quiet.
Mr. Jamboya, I think this is not the right time for me to fed up.
No, we have to. I have spent, just listen to me.
Welcome, Imranti. Imranti, you mute. Can you mute, please? We still only get you, Mr. Imran. For check your volume, please. Now, we're not to get you, Mr. Imranti. I think you get for log out and coming back. Family, please do not share the live.
By checking settings. Check your settings.
Yes, Mr. Imranti, go for check you settings.
Check your settings. Let's see your audio connection.
You go for check your setting, please.
Now, your phone you use or on a computer? If
I will check your setting.
Go down, you go see settings.
Yes, Mr. Jamboya. Yes.
You see, what they make they say some of we don't they fed up. This na family bearing. But not a few people for the cry other on them, then they get at the Kasanke money, they make all be joyful. Some of us know what is wrong in Sierra Leone. And we know who are responsible. It's beyond party politics. We just they sit down now, they look out and they go with this negotiation and what will be the outcome. Maybe we'll take a decision on what to do and how to do it.
Okay, Mr. Imranti, welcome.
Cabo, Medadi.
Yes.
Plenty kushe to you and plenty kushe to the viewer them. I hear my brother talk something where, say
you want to turn the phone the other way, I can make him, please. Yes, go on.
Say small but not frowned by a big one. But me man, if you talk this word here again, I know your address, I go vim you, bro.
Can't vim me. I have a monitoring system that locates any moving object within half a mile.
This one, we all day in this. We all get different threshold. But you know what? You know one of the guide them when a resource center.
No,
I get so much
not.
admiration and respect for you.
I am not.
Even
if I was
sometimes when you work in dry,
the one that will get sense now and they own salon so.
Sometimes when you work in dry natural, they can't get water. So I'm not prepared for that. Look well for me, bro.
I am not.
Well, you know, we so many people, like if you to say maybe who sell food all over social media for over 2 months now, if you say, oh well, maybe don't tell with Sierra Leone politics and within the going of the country. To be honest, you know, sometimes, you know, we selfly find it difficult for kind of social media. We say we can talk again at social media. We say we can talk again at social media because we don't talk a lot. We don't advocate a lot, especially for the opposition. For me, I don't belong to opposition party, but because of the interest of the people, we see how Mother Bio don't come and destroy the country. So we can't emphasize on social media, say we want the country for good before. We see how the killings will not happen inside the 5 years. Now the country. Then election come. We see what's happen. When Mother Bio say Paupa in for be president of Sierra Leone. You know what it pain me? What it piss me off? Imran. Before this election, we can on social media. We tell the APC them. Say this particular voters card, if we are going to this election, it's going to be a problem for us. If we not go into election with this particular voters card.
I was on that program. If you can
SLP don't bail the ball over on our head. I talk repeatedly in this program. From the first week,
program,
remember when this ID card, the voters ID card come out, when they issue this voters ID card, say APC, if we not go to election, if I go into election with this particular voters card, you guys are done. And we hear you back. Some of the political commentators from the SLP, when they talk, they tell you, say, this election not done. They need to go run off, no run off. And then they can circumstance, they don't win the election, or they will rig the election. Then the APC go into election. That come to you, Imran C. Why you think, say, why the APC then go into this election? But all them indicators that we don't see before the election. Why you party? Because you the APC, why you party going to this election?
You know, my brother, we better don't well, not come so much more again.
We don't play already.
We better don't well. We just get
the indicators there was
right now, we get for try for salvage the situation because the truth of the matter is, we said it. We told them, say, then they lead on the abattoir. Them people there, they don't cook the rest. Now shape they just work at shape now. The rest we don't cook the long term because. Let me tell you something. Even today, I talk for me audio way I say now. What did I tell them? When the people then change the name, they make them ECSL, Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. Then they tell you for say, it tell you a lot. You see language? Now me and my brother can talk. Language now a tool. Language you get for understand them, not for just hear them. Now for comprehend them, understand them in season for profit. The name na be Sierra Leone Electoral Commission. That means to say Sierra Leone Electoral Commission. That's a longer term. Where SLP can have power, then change them to Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. That's Electoral Commission and get Sierra Leone now. You see the difference?
Not company now.
You see the difference?
Not company, not a state institution.
Exactly. Instead of Sierra Leone Electoral Commission. That means to say, this commission here, it belongs to Sierra Leone. Rather than privatize them, they say Electoral Commission, Sierra Leone. That means to say,
limited you're not put to be ending no more.
Exactly. Now, in the country, these were all indications. These were all indications. The censors, the removal of the speaker, the removal of 10 MPs. These were all the, how you call it, the process for rig. They've been on rig long time, putting all things there into perspective.
Well, if you don't mean, if the APC, they may not know, say this election would go into so. The outcome will be terrible for we supporters them. Why they go into election where they don't see all the indicators, they don't see say the ID card, they don't see how they go and beat them, kill people them before the election. So many indicators that we don't see. We look at this platform, we don't want the APC them say we are not going to this election and be careful when you guys are, if you are going to the election and be careful. But
for me brother for go school, not for just get the qualification. You see, qualification, it's a wonderful thing. But when you get the qualification, you put in a box. You know what's not the real qualification? Now your character. You dey work out anytime where you go. Let me tell you something. I get a conversation with somebody who tell me today, he say, what do you think about the news conference? I say, what are you talking about? He say, the news conference. I say, we didn't have a news conference. We get a public address. Now he say, no, news conference. I say, you a leading person now, a political party, you don't know what's in a news conference. If you don't know what's in a news conference, we have a problem now.
Yes, I will ask that question. When they can't Imran.
You know?
Yeah, we
can't a conference now, a formal meeting in which many people gather in order to talk about ideas, problems related to a particular topic. That is a conference. Then a press conference. You they invite television stations, report writers, newspapers. You they amalgamate them, you they gather them together. Then you make you complaints. Then people there in their presence from diverse news room or news companies. Then they ask you questions based on your concerns. Not so that they happen. This we get APC and the loyal supporter then full up now their office. They all gather there. Then they get the affiliated groups. When I say that, he might want while. And I say, what do you the while for? I said, I just tell you the hard facts. I said, me not they tell truth, I they tell facts. I said, there's a big difference. Saloma, when they say truth, they mean their opinion. I know they give me opinion. I say, you don't know what he mean by conference? Conference now where you gather people of common values. So news conference now where you gather news vendors, television station, journalists, then pack now one place. Then you spell out your concerns. Then they ask you questions on those issues. That's what the press conference is. We had a public address. And the public address is not really public. He addressed APC.
Who to blame? Who have for blame on the party? We don't always use this word press conference.
You don't let for point finger. I just let for.
But no, but after the first said this, that's what I'm saying. We get press conference.
The thing is, where you take.
This is not the first time. The other time they said they get press conference where Samuel go tell people and say it gives ACSL 72 hours.
That was not a press conference neither. That was a public address as well.
Exactly.
It was not a news conference. APC, since then they panis fed here, they don't want to get news conference. I don't think they know the difference between news conference and for address you supporters. He only addressed his supporters. And that's the reality. If it is news conference, BBC for the day, Al Jazeera for the day.
Man, can I come in?
Yes,
sir. Are not cracking for nothing.
After that town hall meeting day, where Samura go tell his supporters and say, Ingis ECSL is 72 hours. After the 72 hours, things say Samura don't call off this election, so we'll not take part by this election. But these guys, I don't know for some reason, I think say maybe they compromise with Madabiu, or they may not compromise with Madabiu before the election, during the election, and after the election. Because if you can't tell your supporters and say, would you give ECSL 72 hours, A, B, C, D, then they not comply, then you still go to the election. I mean, say you don't compromise with these people.
You see, I've been talking to you before we come on stage, say there is a problem. And I always they say this, but Sierra Leoneans then seem not for they understand what they say. And some people they even take them saying I insult or they insult them. All of us, each of us, we are as we think. And how we they think, now what thing we been done sabi, we experiences before now.
So true.
I am not expecting any good thing to come out of Sierra Leone at this point in time.
Why, sir?
Because the people don't think properly across the board. The nation is focused on material things, not those things that will create a sustainable development. Everybody wants as much cash in their pockets or in their bank accounts to go all over the place promoting their ego. Some have had it. So they think they are safe. But they don't know that we are connected as a people. That man down here that we not getting for it. It connects to you up here and that we get everything. Now we don't begin to see the results of that dysfunctional situation where we create. And I always they talk about people think I am being rude. The intellectual class of Sierra Leone is a dysfunctional class full of ignorance and self-centeredness. They not look at what we go do for make everybody profit. Then they look at what would they do to protect my own interest. And this is big time in the political sphere. It's across every political party. So what happens now? They make compromises based on material promises. I go put this for you. I go do this for you. You would have this. You would have that. At the end of the day, nothing changes. It gets worse. That's why I say some of us are fed up now with Sierra Leone. I'm going to keep quiet. Let her not talk something and say, now boy can instigate something. Not out of fear. I have no fucking fear at this time. I'm over 66. If I die now, so be it. People are younger than me. They die in Sierra Leone out of hunger, out of disease. We have a country with a population that is half the size of Lagos City.
And you don't left one behind, political homicide.
Why can't we manage ourselves? Because we have a few greedy people. Then they create chaos and panic all the time. Then they put people them on stress mode. And some of we will not one day on that again. So they keep back, they watch. This negotiation a waste of time. Nothing not they come up behind it.
So
the
you mean
people
the
of
dialogue?
Sierra Leone will continue
Yes,
to suffer.
I hear Imran this morning say on what are the word we use about this dialogue? One for dialogue. Wait, the APC for dialogue with the people that go for camp.
We have to stop
So-called,
calling it a dialogue. It's a
so-called
negotiation.
Imran says so-called dialogue. What do you mean by so-called dialogue?
Well, the reason make us say that it is simple. We know what's in happen. Then thief we vote. You know the dialogue with thief, man.
They're not thief, Imran. People then connive for make it come out so.
No, are they come? Are they come?
Nobody stole
thief,
anything.
When I mean
Julius
thief,
Madabio is just an individual. It doesn't have power if people don't connive with him.
With you on that note. Then thief am from the ordinary man. The ordinary man, not what he wish that. You see, make a break something down here. How the political system they work. How I don't observe. You find out for say the political class. They are not partisan at all. Make nobody know like that.
They are not.
They are not partisan. Then they are the stratosphere, na the clouds. They needed to themselves up there, na status, contact, connection, remuneration, and abundance. Then we were they down, na grown, what they call the grassroots, what they trample upon. Now we partisan. Now we by APC, SLP. And all what they need for do, now for let them throw something for create fear among we.
Yes, then they create chaos, willfully.
You see fear, then they use for divide we. All this polarization where you see so, it's all part of the technique.
It's part
so
of
when
it.
we not they become rational. We become very emotional. Sierra Leoneans have become so emotional. Let me tell you something. Quite a lot of Sierra Leoneans and we go school. Then go school, but they not be a ready bell. They not be a ready bell. Then come out school, how they gonna so then come out. All what they can talk now, babosity.
Now borrowed words and they talk.
And you know, they not get content. Because when you go for this kind of thing here, first and foremost, you can forget your own interest. What is our interest? What are we going in there for?
There is no interest in this, Imran.
Adekami, brother, they don't thief this election. We knew this even before the elections. Now, when you go school, a teacher, this is like a good example. A teacher, at the end of the year, they make the beginning and sit exams. Physics, chemistry, maths, biology, then they mark them paper, then they record the results. He gets a ledger where he record physics mark, chemistry mark, biology mark for all the students there. Then from that ledger, they copy and make results for individual students.
Yeah.
The person will get the highest mark, then don't come first. But if they get a doubt, you complain because now a public figure, anybody on a public figure, the work where you do, the only way they know for say you do the work competently. Now by the record where you keep, because at any time then they audit you. So when they audit you, you get for provide them because in care and in management, if it is not recorded, it is not done. So if the teacher don't record the result, whenever they question, even at university, you get what they call visiting lecturers. When you don't mark, if you challenge, you get external examiner when he can look what in the teacher mark. This man say, you know, they pull the results. You know, they pull the record. Why is this at this time?
So what do we expect?
That is corruption.
What are the outcome now with this dialogue and for dialogue with APC?
The man not dialogue for don't happen. This man here don't commit
dialogue.
crime. The man don't commit crime. This is not corruption. Because when you look
at the law, we can use the correct word.
Mr. Jamboya, the same dialogue.
No, it's not. There cannot be a dialogue in a situation where an election is conducted, the results are not clear. They ask the man who conduct the election, like I and they give as an illustration. He refused to release the correct data. It's not a dialogue. It's something about telling Mohamed Kone, give us the data, let us study it.
And if you not give the result, we get anti-corruption. By now,
they play on people's minds by using words, dialogue, negotiation.
What is the man that is criminal?
At the time, don't reach where some of you not afraid again.
It is criminal.
I am.
Thank you.
How are you doing? Good.
Yes. Welcome, Suleiman. We discuss about this dialogue. The APC.
It should not be a dialogue. It should be sitting with Mohamed Kone for him to produce the results. Examine them quietly and decide who that win.
Don't get back to Suleiman.
At university, I had that issue with my lecturer.
I know you're very controversial anyway. So like you from you.
You're talking about first and foremost, I agree with my two colleagues here. This is not a question of dialogue because this is a country where 80% of people lack integrity. This I can tell you for sure. And it's a country where every 5 Sierra Leonean 4 get serious mental health. So this is not a question. Look, it's a country where So who are the moderators of any dialogue where they will have in that particular country? Because certainly I don't trust Sierra Leoneans in any aspect where you can here. Because we are a people that can't be trusted anymore. My two colleagues are right. This election was stolen in broad daylight. I've never seen a mafia so bunch of people hijacking the whole election in broad daylight. These people have plunged this country into chaos, and we have to accept that particular fact that we are in a serious state of, a serious state of chaos. Dialogue will solve no problem in this situation. It doesn't solve anything. What do we have to dialogue about? They did not release the results of the election. They did not follow the process. This is the first election since the history of Sierra Leone where the fools in the SLPP think everybody is a fool in Sierra Leone, like the dumb fools that we pack in that country. Well, there are few people like us, a certain percentage of Sierra Leoneans, where you cannot actually mess with our brains. Because everything, as you open your mouth for say something, we know what you mean. This is an election that started from 2019. We don't see the effort where they make for stealing the election by appointing first this connect, where parliament come together, then begin to wrestle with this particular idea. But Salon people, as they start something, they don't know the effect we got for cause in future. So they put her back again, they lie down. First and foremost was Connor's appointment. That was where the problem started. Number two, this is a country where First Lady, politicians in the Southeast and chiefs, they threaten people their safety and security even before the election. They don't begin the process for stealer. This is a country where the First Lady said APC offices should not exist in certain Southeastern SLPP stronghold. That is a very, very serious statement where you will possibly send them to jail in future if serious people like us come into power, because these are statements where if you come from a common man, it's okay. But it come from somebody like a First Lady. And you see them burn the APC office in Bo. You see the deliberate attempt to not start the election on time. For the first time, they start election 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Are we talking about dialogue here? No, there should not be any dialogue. I mean, if I tell you, say, I have a solution about what it needs for happen, apart from dialogue, I don't actually know. Because these guys, the SLPP, just repeat the era of Ahmed Tijan Kaba. And I always keep telling Sierra Leoneans, anytime there's an SLPP government come into office, this country always can plunge into chaos and anarchy. It happened under Ahmed Tijan Kaba, will lead to a tribunal in 2000. People don't still remember. In the first history of Sierra Leone, the first government where they arrested the defense minister in broad daylight, right now, as I talk to you, so 75 Kabajos are in jail in Rwanda, including their Kabajo chief in Doha. And they think things like this don't will repeat in Sierra Leone in the near future. All these atrocities, all these things where these guys don't do, show a clear case of an election that was stolen in broad daylight. That's why you see Bola Tinubu. You see, you don't even give Marabio attention. It's like where thief man don't go thief, small thief, like we're in thief election in Nigeria. Then this way, you can do the worst. So it just can create a whole kind of tsunami where Bola Tinubu. That's why you see, even if Marabio say they watch an eye, even when they need a conference. It's like when you're now big one, you don't go thief society, you picking go. You go do the worst thing where it just creates, it casts the whole spell over the whole of West Africa. It is very, very unfortunate in Sierra Leone. If I tell you, Shaba, now only person like you will make a comment to this particular show. There was a time, very, very recently, I just lost interest in the whole situation.
I just said it.
Because people don't even know what they are doing. Honestly. There should not be any dialogue here. It has been stolen. Dialogue to do what? To encourage SLPP. It's an illegal government. Everything about them is illegal. So we just do what we don't do because they get the guns in, they get the Christmas then we they can use at any time for continue for kill people then. But I mean, this particular discussion again, I want to actually, sometimes I want to actually blame the APC because, you see, if we continue for they use selective things and for discuss with issues, we always miss some. The APC, they don't even know, they get certain people away there for whole responsible for all what that happens. So where they need to do it. And that makes them, many of them, stooges. And that is why you see them really forge ahead. You know, they see the bad thing, the person who is responsible for all this, they make, let's say, they make a fine, let's say, a king. But they don't say the background to all this story really happens, which is so unfortunate that the APC don't even know the problem.
Let I just throw small peppermint now you must me, brother.
Yeah.
You know, if you go now with domestic homes them, your mama send you for Google sell mango. If you tell mango, he say 10 cents. Where you go sell, if you sell 5 mango, where you come back, you report to your mama, not so. Say, mama, I don't sell the mango, man. How much you sell? He say 5 man. He say, what the 5 mango we left? He say, look at ma. He say, what the money? The mommy content 50p, 5 mango. He say, go put the balance at the basket. A other picking come 10 mangoes. Where income? He go straight behind. He go turn the balance mango at the basket. Then he come, mama, I don't sell man at 50p. I sell man. The mommy say, how much mango left? He say, nah, 5 man. He say, why you not can show me? Let we go count. All the mango they have been almost needed. Because you see, even at the home, accountability, transparency, it is of a vital importance. Any job where you do in a public job, at any time, then they do forensic audit at any time. If Absolutely. A doctor gives injection, it a log 2 mils of chloro so at 8 o'clock. He put on the chart. Not so.
Right.
So anything happen, then they can look. This man conducts elections. Then say na info announced in section 51 and 92, I think. Say na info announced. What do they announce? That's now waiting. You don't tally from the bottom to the middle to the end. You call results now. They say, okay, show me the record. I know the show record though. I don't have to show any record. Me man, that's not offense, not obstruction.
I'm not cut you word, Mr. Imran. I'm not cut you word. There are inside observer, we're gonna CBS News. Maybe this Sierra Leone, one of the observers, we're gonna CBS News. We even talk how they threaten Kone with a gun and head. He's a white guy, no good lie. He was right there, and I even talked that even the eve of the election, Fatima Biu run go Banjul because he wasn't sure.
Me brother.
So it's like the observers, as you rightly say, the call result, they're not even done Italy itself.
They're not done.
This is a stealing election. There's no point for actually. This is the most disgusting period in the history of Sierra Leone.
Let me tell you something. Kone was headhunted.
Kone, of course, I mean, he was threatened with a gun and everything. This was an American observer. We actually exposed him as CBS.
Kapua na the man who thief the Ebola money. Where SLP can have power, Kapua be there under suspension. Man where they under suspension, where SLP come, if they be serious about corruption, they should not have touched him even with a stick. They automatically give a job for work in a state house with the financial director. Where chief minister thief that 1 million. Now that Monday, now be the finance director, now state house. Now Ingiam alibi, say the money no loss. So Madabio knew this guy is criminal. And you know the school where they brew the criminality in that country, they're not both school. And Absolutely. At one time,
Absolutely.
I even say,
I am not impressed about all the school thing because I didn't give his start from school days to college. It's a,
let them come out and distance the school from this behavior.
Absolutely.
Until now, they've not done anything. Because this school, they raise young bobo them.
They raise thieves and criminals. The college of FBC raise thieves and criminals. The both schools, all of the schools.
You know,
it's a background to all this
miss out.
You know, make a finish. So this man is a safe pair of hands. I made them put them at ECSL. That gun where they talk about. That man is safe. They're not putting no gun ahead. Then an SLP narrative. For let them talk, say they're waiting them. That man not in any fear. That man is as composed as let me tell you something. One thing the Southerners have been good at, hey, Indo, Kamajo, Dobousu, they are always good at making militia groups. They cannot do anything singly.
The history tells us, the history that Sierra Leone tells us, any time in the history, I can go to history from 1965 to 1961 history, tell you that every time there's an SLPP government in power, they do very strange things in that country. They will so sometimes very irreversible.
You know why?
Every aspect of evil that has been perpetrated in that country. You know, you have a people who just, you know, cause war to themselves, created serious destruction, destroyed their towns and villages. I've never seen a thing like this in my life.
But waiting back,
very self-destructive kind of
people what we get at APC, we hardly get leadership in APC where na gifted politicians. None of them are gifted.
Well, I mean, I can tell you that even the A.P.C Koroma of the APC, A.P.C Koroma is one of the causes of this problem.
I would have told them this clear.
Yeah.
Say, if I'm going there, if I enter, the very first thing before we get any conversation, because dialogue is a conversation, before we get any conversation, I want to see the disaggregated document. If they not pull them, we walk out straight away. Because I will not sit there to negotiate with thieves. I will now.
But before Mr. Gambo come inside, you don't think say some parliamentarians they are planning to go to parliaments anytime soon?
Well, to be honest, nowadays, waiting at Yeri or waiting at the Yeri in social media, any 10 out of every 10 things so Yeri, 7.5 na lie. And SLP then good for make spin, you know, then good for make them spin there. And APC they fall for it because APC don't become so paranoid and emotional that they're not rational in their thinking anymore. Because to start with, you see people them come out, they attack Adebayo, where Samura in Yombobo, he appraised Adebayo, he don't attack him. Why? Because the Bobo they na England, he realized for say Adebayo is a citizen, and as a citizen, you get the right for critique you leader. While the leader, he come forward, he ask una for that una give the privilege, because for rural people and a privilege. So they select you. And when they select you, your duty where they critique you, you have a responsibility. And that responsibility, part of them, now for explain your position. But you see people in the community can't explain for the leader. If me, now a leader, I cook potato leaf. Not to all man eat potato leaf. So mango can say, but me I not eat potato leaf for he complain. But the one where they enjoy the potato leaf every day, where they like potato leaf, now then he can't talk for say, hey, but I shut up now about that. This, you know, it is so crazy. It's wrong. This man is also a citizen. He has the right to eat. And the theory of saying this thing here, say what is good for the goose may not be good for the gander. You know, if it's not good for me, I can't raise me waiting, say, you know, one man's meat is another man's poison, rather. If it's not good for me, I complain. The leader go get the right for listening to me and say, oh, Imran, I didn't know you don't eat potato leaves. I go talk to the people and see what thing will happen. No. You see people like people's power, they come out, they come attack the person with critique. They can't say, and they can't explain, they can't give explanation for them. No, not so you name
that. That is where Sierra Leone, I'm allowed to cut you what in Ram. It also is Sierra Leone very painful. I don't say 80% of Sierra Leone are very dishonest. That is why I see all the crap where people like you talk. Me not supposed to be interested in listening to people like crap. I've never seen a country full of very twisted people. People who actually they look at shit, they still listen at chocolate. I mean, even within the APC, if I ask this question to APC, why did A.P.C Koroma give Marabio 1,000 bags of rice and almost 500 million leons during the Ebola time? Was it not to make him relevant? Why did A.P.C Koroma not create a constitutional framework for the APC before he get 10 years in time when he ruled as a leader of the APC and the leader of Sierra Leone? From 2007, they talked to her and agree. 2012, not to happen. 2018, he was leaving. In other words, he sold the APC to the SLPP. The SLPP used that thing. That's why they bubblized the APC in every aspect you see. You know, and as Nkrumah does that for a reason. But the people, the stooges that the APC, you know, they get this me point work, they try for raise. Now, a very cunning, callous person. As a president, the former president of Ghana, former president like Jerry Rawlings and I think Akufo or something, while the former presidents, where they call so, can always come and make political statement when something goes wrong. And as by Nkrumah, they kill people picking in a McKinney over generator and everything. This man has spent 5 years. What's good? What is good? Where people so love this man that they kill people. There over 250 people have been killed in that country. This is a former president who created a leverage for this Madabio. He has never come out and mixed it. Everyone they kill picking in a young town of McKinney. He left the APC unconstitutional, where if I don't actually reform that constitution for pulling from North Korean kind of perspective, he allowed the APC for be subjected to the SLPP, you know, wherever thing and do how they humiliate the APC out of this constitutional this thing will happen. He created rebels inside the APC. So, and I understand this man irresponsibility. He goes around announcing himself that, oh, me and a democratic man, they go around the West African sub-region, they're going to make democracy. But you not democratize your party before you left power.
Mr. Jamuya.
I don't even understand this question. This is a question where I always ask how bad, how good and bad, what's in the situation of Anas by Nkrumah?
You got points. You got points. You got points.
But can you imagine this man? Madabi was nothing after 2014 election. After 2012 election, Madabi 2014 was nothing. Would I give money? Would I be the rent host for an Africa? This is because this is a guy Anas by Nkrumah who looked at Yumkela looked at Madabio, allow Madabio with all the nasty things that we do prior to the election, the fighting, the killing, the this and that. Where if I be serious leader, Madabio not for even contest 2018 election because it don't do certain crimes that the country will lead to killing, campaign killings, and all those serious chaos will be the cause. And as by Nkrumah, say that was the beginning of the chaotic situation we get for happen so today. Why not be to take action? Because he got an intention and he gets an agenda. And the agenda was he knew Madabio was a big thief. You know, say this that the kind of possibility kind of they can watch me. You know, they can't look at me on loot. They can't look at himself. And exactly. So that question of all the commission, noise, and everything, APC people are big fool people plenty in that party. Where they sit down in this year, they go make happy birthday for her, they make the I look at these people, I say, when are so disgusting that I go away from social media for a while because many Sierra Leone people are bloody disgusting.
I come back to you. I come back to you, Suleiman. Sorry, Mr. Jamuya, please.
You know, I laugh because I don't begin to realize say there are people more disgusted than me. You know, on a very serious note, Shaba.
Right.
Now begin look at the issues in Sierra Leone. We are on track. Whatever has been said here is correct.
You sure are we on track?
Yes, we are on track. What do you mean?
Track where?
We are on track addressing what is wrong in Sierra Leone. Whatever has been said here is correct. But the root cause of it all, we most times not look at. I'll tell somebody this morning, he called me from London, I say, we get a problem in Sierra Leone. We come on across Africa, and if you look at the black race, that problem is with the black race.
Very true. That is very true. There's so much problem with the black race.
One, we may supposed to know book, but we are full of ignorance.
But yeah, I'll take your point. I'll take your word. You know, when some people like they boast like they know, I swear to God, now a bunch of dumb people. When you want to know people the way they develop or progressive, look at the
we
country.
may pause to know,
look at the
but
country.
we are full of ignorance. What it make we get ignorance? Now, because we not understand, say, the human race was made to live together, not to live apart.
Yeah.
The belief that I am means only me and nobody else. Now I make with it deep in ignorance. Now I make with it do all the things them wrong. This is common across Africa, but it's worse in Sierra Leone. You know why? Because Sierra Leone has a history. One thing we most of we don't know, I don't do 3 years research. I'm writing a book on that now. Sierra Leoneans are refugees that ran away from intimidation, impunity, etc., centuries ago. This so-called Mali Empire, etc., Arabs and they can and they trade, then they take black people, exchange them for horse and anything there. So people they run can at the forest area. Now then we descendants then come out from. That DNA of impunity is still there in we. And because of that DNA, we not come out inside the ignorance. We not ever look say Shaba is a brother. Suleiman is a brother. Imran is a brother. We may have our diversions, but let us not do something we go destroy all of we. What we see in Sierra Leone today is a few set of people conniving across political parties to have complete control over the resources of the nation at the detriment of the nation.
Yes, and very self-destructive behavior.
That's the ignorance about it.
Yes, very self-destructive.
That's the ignorance about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you cannot blame SLP alone.
The same can be said with APC. It's
no,
like
it's
not about party side.
This is above party politics, yes. Suleiman.
Yeah.
The thing that is wrong with Sierra Leone is above party politics.
That's correct.
It's a sociological and institutional malfunctioning.
And psychological as well.
That's correct.
It came from the psychology we have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have to begin to say the truth.
Business. It's about we.
I not cut you word. There is another layer of something else where you lesbian. The kind of leadership where the colonial occupier them also bring.
Let's stop blaming colonial.
They come. You know, when it comes on social issues, not a one issue, it's a combination of factors. If you notice, all the governors then will be there, they were military. Like Governor Kadwe.
Yes, because you know
Governor
why?
Kadwe.
Do you know why?
Where the chiefs then say, hey, bruh, you know, you can't tell Lula who pay tax to you. It is not right. What would they get? What we pay tax? Who know they pay? Now they talk for pay 10 shillings.
So what in the Wetman do?
At the Caladon. He said for 5 bedroom, you for pay 10 shillings. For 3 bedroom downwards, now 5 shillings. But you find out for say, hot's not a get bedroom. Hot's na wampala. So it was an unfair tax. So the chief na boom bang, that is what's in the man in himself, the chief na boom bang, when I Bible a best party, he talked to Kadwe. He said, I can talk to him and let we get a dialogue. Kadwe say over a dead body. Over a dead body, he either do what he say or else. And what's in the else? Now the Scotch policy. I not be ever now I look through me books and they have find out for say that Scotch policy, not to just other countries they do and then do an Sierra Leone. Now in them begin they burn people they huts, then farm, then cattle, bring starvation from the people them. That is the kind of leadership. You be to tell me.
I totally agree. I mean, there's a lot of inherent violence.
You be to tell me. No, you be to tell me the other day. Something where I know be gets clear. about the kind of police system when they use
Imran.
the police for kill, the colonial people that use the police for kill.
They produce corruption in Sierra Leone by the establishment of the Bandajuma force.
Yes.
Now they cited the police brutality.
Yes. Then, whereby
but that's not the issue now. The issue now is 60 and more years after independence. If we were very intelligent, the Indians suffered worse. The Indians suffered worse. The British, any side and go, they use impunity. Go to and ask any Indian, they will tell you what their people suffered. But
yeah,
because they are intelligent,
they get
they
a
have
better
changed the
education
dynamics.
system. We own education system where we get,
but
we
regurgitate system.
We memorize and vomit back. They're not a teaching for think. Sierra Leoneans cannot think. Let me tell you something. If you cannot reason, you can never be reasonable.
Well,
now, only person when they reason, they be reasonable. So you will wonder why we behavior them as corrupt as this, because how you
okay, let's come back to the question.
Now we come to the topic back. You know what they say is, with all what you don't say, so you correct. But the point is, as a race, we cannot think beyond the self.
That is true. That is true.
So,
but there's one.
Whatever has been wrong will always be wrong because we are always self-protective. The second
and there's one point I want to make that.
Let us finish making my point, Sulema. I will allow you.
Yeah.
The second thing is we not understand the difference between wealth and trust, wealth and cash. For the black race, wealth is about having cash. Trust is wealth. Because when you have trust, you have everything. As you sit in Australia, Suleiman, you can go to any bank today and ask for any amount of money.
Because you have
if
credit.
You are credit worthy, which means you are trusted, they give you that money. But in Africa, we think when you have cash, you are wealthy. Cash is a medium of exchange. The only currency in existence is trust. And we lack it in Sierra Leone. We lack it in most parts of Africa.
And even if you go trust money, they laugh you, they say you're not a man.
Yes.
You forget physical cash.
Elon Musk, if we tell you how much loan they take from banks for in projects, but he they pay back because he wants to keep the trust. In Africa, we don't look at trust.
It is not just people. That's what countries do everywhere. America get more debt past any country in the world.
So
countries borrow to invest in their country, create jobs. We, when they go trust the money, then they put another young personal pocket.
And the lack of trust. Okay. I just finished my point, Chaba. The lack of trust make Julius Madabio instructs Mohamed Kone for rig the election. And not trust himself, say, after politics, he go able to live. Trust they play in a lot of things now we like.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let me reset back. Suleiman, you watch Dr. Samura in press conference, as they say the press conference where they do?
Not a press conference.
Yeah, listen. No. There's a press conference. It's a quote. Press conference. You watch them?
Yeah, I listen to some of them. Yeah,
you listen to few. So what are you take on Dr. Samura's speech and make on that day?
Well, I don't know. I mean, sure, it's sort of like try to reassure the APC that is steadfast and that he not seem for see a clear cut position where you want to take, but it's like to continue the struggle. Like the struggle must continue. And to me, I don't really know whether Samura Kamara still gets the nerve for hold on to what it happens. So, and that's what's happening. You know,
it's still the show leadership from that way.
To a certain extent, to listen to what he said.
72 hours when they fail for come back and tell you the reason why make them decide for decline in 72 hours. Then you think same Dr. Samura still is show leadership?
You know, to me, I don't listen the entirety of the the whole how they call it, the whole meeting, but I know that he seemed for want to show a determination, say he wanted to continue the process, and he want for things, he want for I mean, in regards to whether he show leadership. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Naina the only possible that he spokesman for the APC.
Dr. Samula say yes, of course, he go meet with, he confessed to tell say he go meet with Mother Bio, where he call is still call Mother Bio President Bio, with a lot of people I talk to, they say Dr. Samula never call Mother Bio President Bio, he call Mother Bio's President Bio, then illegitimate government, or they call and say President Bio, then they talk say politics, that will do or die. You know, some of them keywords and the way people.
Yes. I mean, in terms of the keywords and certain keywords the way you use, well, it just show the APC on one perspective where I don't really like. You know, in Sierra Leone, you want to be a politician to lead people, otherwise not be a politician. If you feel that you're afraid the heat, don't go in the kitchen for cook, not become a cook. Like we all don't decide for be social activists, we already retry any side. Because we know it's a fact, it's the right thing to do. But here is the problem. You know, for the past 5 years, I don't actually see no robust APC politician, not in even Dr. Samora Kamara, to stand up, to stand against what they go on soon at the SLPP and actually raise certain things, even raising insurrection. I mean, look, what do they call opposition? It's not about just, shutting your mouth and pretending like you don't understand what they go on. So, first and foremost, the leadership of the APC not impressed me at all. And it has never impressed me. Why? Because they don't show strength, they don't show courage, they don't show any determination. They are not showing like people who actually are concerned about the people. I can tell you, they're very selfish.
Suleiman, they are selfish. They are protecting themselves.
Yeah. Just 1 second. Few days. I see the Ghanaians, they were in the protests.
Yeah.
What they the protests for? The Bank of Ghana lose about billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars. Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
The opposition leader, civil societies, political commentators, they're all coming on streets.
Yeah.
The protests.
Yeah.
Policeman on one side, then they protect them, then they take picture of the protesters them. We not see any problem between police and protesters them. But inside our country, we see where the bank governor can't tell we say they don't bribe.
Inside parliament.
And it's in a bigger economy.
So many atrocities at the bank where the opposition leaders they not come and treat local protests.
Shaba, it's
inside Sierra Leone. So many things that happen inside the bank of Sierra Leone. When the opposition, the APC, they're not kind of treat local protests. But now you have to Ghana.
They will not.
Can you imagine?
Shaba, the kind of politicians that we're going to Sierra Leone today, na criminals, they are not politicians.
Do you have politicians in
Sierra Leone? Unfortunately,
do you have conmen and
unfortunately, make I tell you the problem we will get in Sierra Leone. We do not see good things in people. This is from our history. I mean, you see, Sierra Leone has been battered by those who led us. Those who lead us are the ones that create the bad example. This is the unfortunate about this country. In fact, whether in the first beginning break the laws, that the politicians of Sierra Leone, whether in the government, whether in the opposition, look at the environmental factor of Freetown today and tell me whether destroy Freetown, and the politicians then start. That then go begin a bill all and then they close to Goba Valley. Every aspect of waiting don't go so bad in Sierra Leone. Now, but the politicians, they make examples. Imagine one APC politician Alozar get the audacity for talk, say, overseas, man, they married dog, woman, they married to fall. That was a meeting in a good conference hall. What does it tell you? It shocked the shit out of me that these are the kind of people with such caliber for represent people. You know, when you look at the politicians today in Sierra Leone, forget about being APC SLPP. It shock you the shit out of you. They wonder how Do people now blessing plenty people not getting at the world for spend the money inside APC and SLPP? They spend the hard-earned cash within the diaspora. What think it baffled me about Sierra Leoneans in? That is why I just reference to that post you made that comment. Oh, don't call people. I don't care about what you feel.